Communication Module Lesson 5. In all aspects of our lives, we have worked or will work within groups. From our homes to the playgrounds, and from classrooms to boardrooms, we will be a part of groups of individuals working together towards a common goal. Ideally, we would all want this experience to be a good one, where everyone gets along and works well together. Unfortunately, that is not always the case. Have you ever spoken to someone and were not sure if they understood you? They seem to just nod, but something tells you they may have missed the point. You were willing to explain further, but since you don't want to come across as condescending, we're just waiting to be asked. Or have you ever been in a situation at home, school, or work where someone or several people were speaking to you, but unfortunately your mind was somewhere else and you were not really paying a whole lot of attention? These situations may be familiar to all of you. The common thread across those scenarios was that someone was not actively listening. Active listening is a key ingredient in effective group communication. This lesson will explore what active listening is, the importance of active listening, and the 5 steps of active listening, as well as common mistakes made within that process. Let's start by defining what exactly it is we mean when we say active listening. Active listening is a multi-step process that allows a listener to repeatedly ask for clarification from the speaker to truly understand what was said. Let's see how that's done. Oh, hi Salma. Hi Ahmed. I submitted my draft last week, but there are a few incomplete sections that need more research data that I'm awaiting from my team. Also, I'd love for you to take a look at what I have and comment on the quality of my arguments and analysis. So let me understand if I understood you. You've submitted the draft, which some sections that are awaiting data from your research team. Also, you'd like me to review your work, particularly focusing on the quality of your arguments and analysis. Is that correct? Exactly. Your input will be very helpful. As you saw, Salma began the conversation with pausing what she was doing and turning her body to face Ahmed. Next, she listened carefully without interrupting until Ahmed completely finished speaking. The third step was to reiterate what she heard Ahmed say in her own words. Next, she asked Ahmed if she understood correctly. Sometimes it may take more than one attempt at reiterating what was said before reaching full understanding. Repeat the process as many times as you need. So, what is the big deal about active listening? Well, active listening positions you to truly understand the information said by someone. It helps foster mutual respect and trust between individuals. This prevents confusion and frustration, as well as costly misunderstandings. For example, at work, at school, or maybe even at home. Now let's quickly review some of the common mistakes made by people attempting active listening. Limiting requests for clarification to only one time. Or maybe letting personal reactions to statements said interrupt the listening process. Sometimes it's gathering thoughts in preparation for a response while the speaker is still speaking. In other cases, it's acting interested but not really present. Instead, be sincere and truly seek out new information and learning from what is being said. Finally, let's see if we can put everything you have learned on active listening into practice with this following activity. Ask your friend to tell you about a memorable experience he or she had in life, and explain to you how they felt about it. After your friend is done, ask him or her to gauge your active listening skills using the following rubric. When he or she is done, ask your friend to rate your progress through the conversation using the table below. Now that is just great work. Let's move on to our next lesson.